Welcome back to Next Audiobook Shorts. Most people are living at 40% of their true capability. They are trapped in a cocoon of comfort, cushioned by the soft expectations of a mediocre society. They seek the path of least resistance, unaware that the path of least resistance leads to a life of quiet regret. Today, we are decoding the ultimate manual on mental toughness, Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins. This is not a story of talent. It is a story of a man who was broken by every metric, poverty, abuse, and obesity, and who decided to callous his mind until he became the only member of the U.S. Armed Forces to complete SEAL training, Army Ranger School, and Air Force Tactical Air Controller training. This is the architecture of the uncommon amongst the uncommon. It is time to stop negotiating with your weaknesses. It is time to go to war with yourself. Chapter 1. The Accountability Mirror. Main idea. Self-improvement begins with a brutal, unfiltered confrontation with the truth. The deep dive. Goggins introduces a concept that is the antithesis of modern toxic positivity, the accountability mirror. To change your life, you must stop lying to yourself. You must stand in front of a mirror and call out your insecurities, your laziness, and your failures with surgical precision. If you're out of shape, say it. If you're a procrastinator, own it. Tape your goals directly onto that mirror. This isn't about self-hate. It's about self-awareness as a weapon. The elite mind does not seek affirmations. It seeks the truth. When you stop sugarcoating your reality, you finally gain the clarity needed to fix it. You cannot lead a team, a company, or a family until you can look yourself in the eye and take command of the man in the glass. Key points. Radical honesty. Why feeling good is the enemy of being good. The goalpost ritual. Using physical reminders to keep your mission visible. The ego death. Admitting your current state is the only way to reach your potential state. The emotional takeaway. Look in the mirror. Strip away the excuses. Stop waiting for someone to save you. You are the problem, and you are the solution. Face the truth today so you can transcend it tomorrow. Own your reflection. Chapter 2. The 40% Rule. Main idea. When your mind tells you that you are finished, you have only reached 40% of your actual capacity. The deep dive. The human brain is a survival machine. Its primary job is to keep you safe, comfortable, and alive. Because of this, it has a built-in governor, much like a car engine, that limits your output to prevent you from getting hurt. When your legs burn, when your brain screams to stop, when you feel like you can't take one more step, that is just the governor engaging. The elite understand that the first sign of pain is just the beginning of the workout. By pushing past that 40% mark, you begin to access the secret reserve of human potential. This is where the legends are made. It is the ability to stay in the suffering longer than anyone else. This isn't just about physical exercise. It's about your career, your focus, and your discipline. When you want to quit, you're just getting started. Key points. The governor concept. Understanding your brain's natural tendency to seek comfort. The pain threshold. Using discomfort as a compass toward growth. Accessing the reserve. How to tap into the 60% of untapped power within you. The emotional takeaway. Break the limit. Your mind is a liar. It wants you to stay small because small is safe. Recognize the governor for what it is, a ghost. Push through the 40% wall and discover the titan living inside you. Chapter 3. Callousing the mind. Main idea. Resilience is built through intentional, repetitive exposure to things you hate. The deep dive. Just as your hands develop calluses to protect you from heavy labor, your mind must develop calluses to protect you from life's hardships. How do you callous a mind? You do the things you hate to do. If you hate waking up early, wake up at 4 a.m. If you hate cold water, take a cold shower. If you hate public speaking, find a stage. By intentionally seeking out friction, you thicken your mental skin. Eventually, the things that used to break you won't even leave a scratch. The elite are not born tough. They are forged in the fire of daily, uncomfortable choices. You must make your mind a fortress that the world cannot penetrate. Key points. The friction ritual. Doing the hard things simply because it is hard. Mental toughness as a muscle. Why discipline requires daily resistance training. Emotional armor. Developing a state of unshakability in the face of chaos. The emotional takeaway. Seek the cold. Stop looking for the easy way out. The easy way makes you soft. The hard way makes you elite. Do something today that makes you uncomfortable. Build the callous. Become unbreakable. Chapter 4. The Cookie Jar. Main idea. Use your past victories as fuel for your current battles. The deep dive. When you're in the middle of a hell week, whether that's in business, life, or training, you will experience a dark night of the soul. You will forget why you started and how strong you are. This is when you reach into the cookie jar. The cookie jar is a mental repository of every time you suffered and didn't quit. Every time you're the underdog and you won. Every time you felt broken but stood up anyway. By recalling these cookies of past resilience, you remind your brain of its own track record. You aren't just a person in pain. You're a person who has survived pain before. This provides the psychological fuel to endure the present struggle. You are your own hero. Key points. The victory log. Maintaining a record of your hardest wins. Psychological fuel. Using past resilience to overcome current exhaustion. The identity shift. Moving from I hope I can to I know I have. The emotional takeaway. Remember who you are. You have survived 100% of your worst days. You have overcome obstacles that would have crushed a lesser person. When the world tries to break you, reach into the jar. Remind yourself, you are a warrior. Conclusion, the unshakable command. We have explored the routine, the focus, the leadership, and the strategy. But without the mind, those tools are useless. Can't Hurt Me is not about being a SEAL. It is about the refusal to be average. It is the understanding that you are the architect of your own limits, and therefore, you are the only one who can destroy them. The world is cold. It is demanding. It is unfair, and it doesn't care about your feelings. But that is the greatest gift you will ever receive. Because in the struggle, you find a man. In the pain, you find the power. The 40% is over. The accountability starts now. Stay uncommon. Thank you for experiencing this masterclass on Can't Hurt Me here at NextaudiobookShorts. If you are ready to callous your mind and join the elite who refuse to settle, ensure you are subscribed to this channel. We are building the architecture of the unbreakable. The final challenge. What is the one thing you are afraid to face in the mirror today? Write it down. Face it. Fix it. Comment below. Uncommon. To signal your entry into the arena. Stay relentless. Stay disciplined. Stay elite. We'll see you at the finish line.